the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. The 76ers have really been playing well lately. They've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. And tonight, two teams that love to get in transition. Shaq, talk about successfully running the break.
Well, I'm not a guard, but I have led the break before. And what you need to do, you got to keep your eyes ahead, have to see the whole floor. You got to be willing to make that extra pass, Ernie.
Wow. You talk like a guard. You were like a point guard up there.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations, man. But don't force things. That's the other part. You know, just make the easy play. And if it's not there, slow it down. Set up your half-court offense, and then get it into the big guy if you have one.
But don't you want to get the crowd on its feet? Don't you want to make that play that gets the whole arena up?
Yes. You know what they used to call me, Ernie?
What's that?
Shaq Johnson.
Wow. Because he was like Magic, but he was Shaq.
I get it, Kenny.
Oh, I
get it.
Sometimes you don't.
Not that dense. Shaq Johnson.
Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. This game marks the end of a road trip for Chicago. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, they played extremely well during this win streak, Kevin, but right now they're in the midst of a game that might not continue it. The team they're facing wants to end the streak that they're on right now.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know the Sixers are one of the top teams in the league in assists, and that's not by accident. Brett Brown, their coach, has a mantra. The pass is king. He says it's not I score, but rather we score. And he feels that that unselfish mentality shows up throughout the roster. Kevin?
Philadelphia 76ers come into tonight's game after losing earlier in the season in their last game against Chicago. They'll be trying to turn things around and climb out of a hole down 2-zip in this season series.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that lettuce at the line, man. Easy points available at the free throw line. You got to cash those in.
And Clark, the league in general, increasing the pace of play. Tonight's teams exemplify that approach.
I really think the game was meant to be played at a high pace, Kevin. We've had periods where it's been a little bit more bump and grind, defensive oriented, but I like the trend that the game has taken on the last decade or so. Up and down, a lot of possessions, a lot of scoring, and a lot of entertainment value. I love it. I love the way the game is played now.
Couldn't agree more. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Miles dishes to Watson. Clock at 6. Brown the pass to Miles. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Meeks. No good. Shot missing. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
No question about it. Honed in completely. They demonstrated real grit in a tough place to play, and they got the result they wanted.
Here's Washington. Kept alive. Brown. Excellent D there from Pierce.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
18 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
Meeks on the wing. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and fortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
One of the standout performers recently, we have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
And he recovers it, and he gets it back. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Samardziski, he's guarded by Meeks. Out of bounds, will be 76ers ball. Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings in the East. Take a look at the 76ers. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Bulls, just a few spots below there.
And I think for the 76ers, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get.
Here's the Wizard. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Here's Brown. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Jeremic, defended by Miles. Grady. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here's Meeks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop, and you're back in rhythm.
Watson with it. Pierce covering. And Oden pulls it down. The Bulls leading by 5. Jeremic defended by Miles. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
Getting into the grinded out part of the season, Clark. Should we expect rookies now, you think, to start feeling the length of the NBA season right about now?
You know, that varies from individual to individual. I know when I was a rookie, it happened for me probably after about the 40th game or so. And I just was flat. I was still putting up decent numbers, but I just felt flat, felt lethargic. And then all of a sudden, after a week and a half or so, it just kind of went away, and I finished that rookie season strong. So every rookie's different. Some rookies never hit the wall, Kevin, but most do in some form or fashion.
And teams are all on top of this, aren't they? I mean, they know there's a chance it's going to happen, so they prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's rare when a rookie doesn't hit it, but for some it might be an extended wall. For others, it might be a short wall.
And here are the Bulls now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Right side, Pierce. Here's Grady. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Passes it to Washington. Watson for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Oden's got his first points of the game.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Timeout called the 76ers. We seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure.
Take a look at some numbers for Miles. The past month has been surreal. 5th in three-point field goal percentage, 8th in scoring, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Meeks gets one to drop finally after missing on his first 8 attempts.
And he needed that one to try to regain some confidence. Tough start, just 1 of 9 from the floor.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. Told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. We'll see if that works for him, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Brown. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. A second chance effort. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Bulls?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And Philadelphia making a change here. McDaniels checked in, and that one misses. It's stolen by Brown. Fires it up. A nice shot by McDaniels.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Chicago leading by 4. Outside, Pierce. Inside.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
To the wing on the left. From deep, Miles. And Oden pulls it down. The Bulls have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 7.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Here's McDaniels after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. From the arc. They get it back. Meeks and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And that one is stuffed right through.
He's just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
The Bulls leading by 4. Pierce up top. 14 points from him the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And you know, Kevin, his creativity really on display that night. I mean, he was threading beautiful passes everywhere.
Now here's Miles. Down low. The kick out to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the layup for 2. Now just a 2-point Bulls lead.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Good.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 of 5.
Philadelphia shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. And Miles kicks to Brown. Outside for Miles. And the 76ers get it back. Meeks, good.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pierce with it. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Meeks got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Miles, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the four-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. Now here's Banks. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. Good on the jump shot. Easy breezy. He's got his first bucket in this one. And here are the 76ers now. They trail by 3. Kicks to Miles. There's the pass to McDaniels. Shoots from the elbow. Outside for Miles. Over Oden. That's good from 17 feet away.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Now here's Banks. No points in the game yet for him. It's Miles on the wing. He dishes it to Brown. Back to Miles. Jacks up a 3. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 great now from the field.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Banks. Six to shoot. From the top of the key, it's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Chicago. The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. 2 shots.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's easy breezy. Passes it to Langford. Let's go. And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers leading by 3. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here is Weber. Defense is right there. Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
first one falls for him. Weber hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Bulls trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here is Oden. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers on top, up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
Bulls trail by 5. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Lights out there with Money. And there's B-Train. Then there's Easy Breezy. And it's Ryan in at the 2 spot. Shoots from 12. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. From deep. And Oden pulls it down. Oden's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over to the wing. Here's Banks. Drops in the tray. Banks has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Weber's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the 76ers. Here's Monsees. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Weber. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Easy Breezy. And the pass to Langford. Here's Easy Breezy. So the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Here's Monsees. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers leading by 6. Pass to Weber from deep three-point range. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Easy Breezy. He kicks to Banks. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Shot by Oden is no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Here's Langford, guarded by Weber. Weber pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Bulls trail by 15. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Certain guys just make it look effortless. And Clark, I'm sure you would have a nice list of some of the smoother operators, smoothest scorers in the league now.
Yeah, there's only one guy at the top of it for me. I mean, I love a lot of guys, and there are a number of guys that put up big numbers. But when you talk about uniqueness, size, agility, touch, range, KD is where it stops. Yeah. I mean, there's just been nobody quite like him. George Gervin comes to mind because of a similar build, but the Iceman was 6'7", maybe 6'8". KD is pushing 7 feet tall and just a tad more athletic. I mean, I just don't know if we've got a more lethal, smoother scorer than him.
This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Number 1, the Bulls.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Here's Easy Breezy, pass to Langford. Kicks it to Oden. And it's blocked by Brown.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Weber, the pass to Hopkins. Dishes to Brown. Passes to Snyder. 6 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Another shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the 76ers.
And boy, they've been producing points both inside and out. That kind of symmetry offensively is a great sign, and it's correlated with their early success.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Easy Breezy passes to Langford. Here's Easy Breezy, guarded by Weber. And now Philadelphia on the break. Another 3 for Philadelphia. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
Here's Banks. And again, Chicago, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
2.
The 76ers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Weber hits them both. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points. Chance to check out the numbers for Meeks. 5th in scoring, 5th in blocks, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers, always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Here's Grady.
Whoa! Hey, watch out now. Watch out.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
One shot, find the lane.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Now Meeks, 8 points for him.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Now here's Meeks, big time producer. Currently he's averaging 25 points a game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 11.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the 76ers lead by 19. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jeremic guarded by Weber. It's hauled in by Watson. The 76ers leading by 19.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Here's Watson. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And Pierce over to help. There's the pass to Washington. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
And so here is Philadelphia after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Weber. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
The 76ers making a switch here. Miles is checked in. Now, here's Meeks. He's got 10. Pocket 6. Misses off the right iron.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
Now, here's Miles. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Daniels is checked in for Philadelphia. No good on the shot. Bulls trail by 18. Left side, Pierce puts up a three. And it's Miles with the rebound.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
And he makes that one. The Wizards got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Chicago calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Making a switch here. Oden's checked in. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Bulls in second.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Jeremic, defended by Miles. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Meeks. There's the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Philadelphia able to drain the three. 6 to shoot. Here's Pierce. Drills the elbow jumper. Pierce has got 8 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 5. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Now, here's Meeks, guarded by Oden. The shot from 20 feet away. And Pierce pulls it down. Bulls trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Miles. He has 6. Jeremic, defended by Miles. Jeremic. Oh, good on that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Meeks. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pierce's shot is good.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's the Wizard. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Miles. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Oden's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jeremic, defended by Miles. Left side Pierce. Clock at 4. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's Meeks with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
And the shot goes in. Meeks got 7 points for the quarter.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column. I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
To the left side wing. Here's Washington, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
And stolen by Watson. To the inside. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the 76ers making a change here. Brown's checked in. Easy Breezy's checked in for Chicago. There's the feed to Meeks. Stolen by Pierce. For the finish. And then Pierce with the dunk.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Here's Meeks after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Goes up to the stripe, and Oden pulls it down. Oden's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Miles. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. That's tipped. Outside Pierce. Fades. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Here's Meeks. Here's McDaniels. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. McDaniels got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's Philadelphia finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
We played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, but that's a big one.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Downtown Philadelphia, as seen from high above. Welcome back to the Cradle of Liberty, as we like to call it here on 2K, here in eastern Pennsylvania. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Yeah, and you know what, as far as I'm concerned, keep feeding them. Got to ride the hot hand.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got the Wizard Brown out there with Dub, and it's Miles in at the 2. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Shot by Oden is no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now, here's Meeks. Here's Washington. And Oden pulls it down. Oden's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Summerziski from beyond the arc and then some. 8 points for him.
That defense was totally lost. Don't know how you let a shooter get off such a clean look from beyond the arc. Come on, you got to pay attention.
Here's the Wizard. Here's Meeks. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Bulls moving the ball around. Jeremic, defended by Miles. It's hauled in by Brown.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Meeks inside the three-point line. And Oden pulls it down. Oden's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And the basket by Pierce.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Feeds to Meeks. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Miles, that's good.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight planks.
From 18 feet away, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Now, here's Meeks, guarded close. Here's Watson, and no good that time. And it's Chicago the other way. Jeremic, defended by Miles. Jeremic, and he overshot that one, missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Shot from 12, and it's Miles missing. Bulls trail by 10. Jeremic, defended by Miles. To the paint, here's Oden. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Passes it to Miles. He feeds it to Watson. Outside for Miles. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Miles has got 11.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Chicago calls timeout.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Now at the numbers for Watson. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 13 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Now here's Banks. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.